Welcome to another episode of Deep True Crime. I'm Manny Rodriguez. Thank you for being here today. At the end of the day, my goal is to help you stay on top of the news around true crime that you may be interested in, because here's the truth. There's a lot going on out there. And my goal is to help you be aware of what people are capable of. Let's go ahead and get started. We don't have all day, right? So, first thing I want to share with you today is, of course, another Gabby Petito update. I want this case to stay in front of people so that they know what to look for, who to look for. Right now, all eyes are looking for Brian Laundrie. And so I want to keep you updated on this story as we continue to get deeper in true crime. And this Gabby Petito story is one of the most sad stories, I will say, when it comes to true crime. She heads out with her fiancé on a cross-country trip that's supposed to last all the way through October 31st in Portland, Oregon, and she doesn't make it back home. Whereas Brian Dirty Laundrie does make it back home on September 1st. And now we have come to find out that she died of strangulation. She was obviously killed by the hands of this guy. Now, here's the truth. I will be completely transparent here. Obviously, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But personally, I truly believe he's guilty of this crime. There's no doubt in my mind that he's guilty of this crime. So I don't see us ever finding out anything different. This is my honest thought of it. Now, I do understand that people sometimes do get convicted of things they did not do. I understand that wholeheartedly, and that's also a sad situation whenever that occurs. But in this particular case, I truly believe Brian Laundrie committed this homicide. Brian Laundrie killed Gabby Petito. I truly believe that. There's no doubt in my mind, and that's why I continue to say that and share this update around that. But moving on, I want to share with you what new updates might there be around the Gabby Petito case. So let's go ahead and get into that. And so the first thing I want to share with you is what his dad, Christopher Laundrie, has done. And so someone put a sign up on their lawn, and he was quick to take it down. He was so quick to take it down. And so the father quickly takes that sign. You know what the sign said besides demanding justice? Because the parents clearly know a little more than they're sharing. No doubt about that particular instance. But this particular sign said, what if this was Cassie, who's Brian's sister, who's also Christopher and Roberta's daughter? And it said, what if this was Cassie? And they were quick to take this down. And so in an interview with 60 Minutes Australia, her stepfather, Gabby Petito's stepfather, Jim Schmidt, said, we want vengeance and justice and for him to pay for his crimes. You see, no one is doubting this, that he is the reason why Gabby Petito is no longer with us. And when you stop, if you've been following this story, it's a sad story. That's not the type of things you would expect. Go on a cross-country trip with someone who you think loves you, and then you don't come back. That just doesn't happen. Yes, stuff does happen from time to time, but my gosh, who would have ever thought that would occur? And so Nicole Schmidt, she added, I just want to get him in a cell for the rest of his life. Now, he is a wanted man for fraudulent activities on her debit card, on her Capital One debit card or credit card. He used her PIN. He used her card to make purchases for food, for gas, to get back home on September 1st. Wow, right? So, and as we move forward, they put, protesters put a sign out there that, hey, what if this happened to Cassie Laundrie? And Christopher Laundrie was so quick to run out there and take that down. I mean, come on. And so now you got all these protesters out there. They're showing up, lining up. People coming in from freaking Pennsylvania to stand out in front and protest. Why are they protesting? Because Christopher and Roberta know a lot more than they're leading on. Even Cassie Laundrie was like, I don't know if my parents are behind it. Like, that's telling on its own that something odd is going on here, right? That is telling on its own that something is fishy. And so now we just continue to wait, like, okay, what's going on? When will we know more? Because at this time, we don't know anything. We don't know anything other than what little bits and pieces we continue to find. Look how long. Originally, the autopsy was supposed to be 2 weeks. Like, we were supposed to have it like maybe 2 weeks. We would know a little more. It took longer than 2 weeks. It took longer than 2 weeks because they were doing their due diligence inside and out, and they didn't want to release any information. And when they did release information, the only thing that they could share was it was strangulation / throttling, right? And it can only be done by human hand. And so now we try to figure out more as to what has occurred. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how he, a quick little after he takes it down, full screen. For some reason, it's not letting me get into that. And so now we have people like that. They would truly believe that he is still alive. They believe that Brian Dirty Laundrie is still alive. And like, why wouldn't he? I mean, I would think if he wasn't alive, they would have find that out by now. And so now we tried to wait to see if, let's see this. I want to show you a bigger one. That one wouldn't let me open it. And so you could see him like he's literally running from this. See if this video shows, if this shows a video of that. Sorry about that. I should already had this up, obviously. And let me see if they have the actual video. Nope, I'm not finding that. Look, yeah, so I'm sure I'll find it here. And so there really hasn't been much more. And this is where, little by little, you can tell the story's starting to die out because there's no real new update. And in order to really go deeper on this, you want to have some updates, right? You want to have updates around what is, any new updates. And so Brian Laundrie manhunt. Now you got protesters outside chanting justice for Gabby. Hashtag justice for Gabby. If you're online, you definitely want to be sharing that, right? And so protesters are literally spending a lot of time out front trying to get some update. But here's the thing. If they haven't spoken by now, why would they speak at all then? Why would they literally speak at all if they haven't spoken by now? And that's where it's like, that's why we're probably not going to find anything out until we actually catch Brian and get more information on him. And until we even know more, that's about all we're going to know. Like literally, that's about all we are going to know until we find Brian Dirty Laundrie. And because he's not speaking, he's not said anything, he's not shared anything. And so we don't even know much about it. We don't even know much. You can see people, kids are out there. Kids are out there with signs to get more information. Literally. I mean, you have everyone getting behind this as much as they can. But no one is speaking. No one is speaking. Because no one is sharing from inside this Laundrie home. No one. And truth be told, they know more. Only a fool will believe they don't know more. And I'm no fool. I'm sorry. I'm a fool in some ways, but not in this particular way. There's no doubt that the family knows more. Now, I am not convinced that Cassie knows more. I just wonder how coincidentally She goes camping with them. That's Cassie right there on the left. She goes camping with the Laundries on September 6th, and they don't ever talk about Cassie at all. These kids have to be asking about Cassie. Have to be. And she does make the comment that the kids were around, we didn't talk about it. Talk about what, Cassie? Talk about what? I truly do believe that maybe you don't know as much as the family, but talk about what? Why no one's talking about Cassie? That would be a great conversation. If you truly didn't know, why no one's that she disappeared and you don't know anything about it, then you must have asked, where's Cassie? That's a no-brainer. When he came back on September 1st and he came to Cassie's home, you had to ask, where's Cassie? Like, seriously. I don't know. I wonder what their question is, what their response is to, where's Cassie? When they ask Cassie, like, hey, did you ask Brian, where's Cassie on September 1st? What did he say? I would love to know that one. I would love to know that response to that answer, right? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, what do you think in reference to that? Do you think Cassie knows anything? Do you think Cassie knows anything about this? Let me know in the comments. I personally think that she knows a little more than she's letting on, but I don't think she knows what happened, how it happened. I literally don't think that particular case that she knows more there. And so, still trying to find the video, the dad taking it down. I should have had, so I'm gonna have to stop. And so dad takes down the sign. He literally just tears it down. And so we still don't know much more other than that. That's the latest update. Takes it down, takes down the sides, takes down the sign like super fast. So something else that I did want to share with you, so Gabby Petito's ashes have been scattered at Grand Teton National Park. And so I was thinking they would have done more, but I can see this, I can appreciate this, because obviously she was, number one, she was taken way too soon. Number two, like, she obviously loved what she was doing. If you watch her van life video, she really enjoyed it. She really enjoyed it. And so now, sorry, allergies. And so he posted on Twitter about them doing this. Share that with you as well. In his post, he says, I now know why you came here. Hashtag Gabby Petito. Has a beautiful view from now on. I love that. Freaking love that. I've not seen this tweet before this. I love that. That I love that. Joseph Petito, great idea. I mean, look how beautiful that is, right? Look how beautiful that is. And so I now know why you came here. Now you have a beautiful view from now on. I love that. I seriously love that. Great job, Joseph. And so, let me make sure that there's no other updates that I'm missing. Okay. Yep, that's about it on that Gabby Petito update. Now, my friends, I will keep the updates coming until we find Brian. They may not be daily updates because there's not much going on, and I'm not trying to just find any old little thing to talk about. I wanted to have some substance and some actual relevance to capturing Brian Laundrie. And, my whole purpose is that we keep our eyeballs looking for Brian Dirty Laundrie. Literally, we gotta keep it going.